सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, it's the same template in play in West Bengal with every case of sexual assault and rape and gang rape. It's been 5 days since the horrific Law College gang rape in Kolkata, and sitting Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee refuses to take action while her netas continue to back the prime accused. At 9 o'clock this evening, the Indie bloc is back at its Sanatan slandering agenda. It's desperate to stay relevant. This time it's Akhilesh and Tejaswi at the forefront of the attacks, abusing Sanatan, defending Waqf. Ladies and gentlemen, the entire national media has finally woken up on the outrage, the incident that took place on the campus of the South Calcutta Law College on the 25th of June, of how a young law student became victim to a Trinamool Congress-linked main accused named Manojit Mishra and his two accomplices. How Trinamool Congress-linked cadre, through the roll of the eye, converted a college campus into a house of horror, converting the guard into a muse, a union office into a den, and raped and assaulted a law student with threats of arresting her parents and killing her friend. An ex-student, a Trinamool congressman believed to be close to Abhishek Banerjee, who had complete access and control of a college where he was not even supposed to be, if not for his Trinamool Congress Chhatra Parishad status. But ladies and gentlemen, you will be gravely mistaken to think that this is just a case of coercion and power play by rogue elements. This is what the sad reality of the status of women looks like under Mamata Banerjee. Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee have ruined the state. And I've been shouting from the rooftops, not today, but for many years, that she will ruin it further. She will destroy Bengal. And today I want to remind you why I'm not wrong when I believe that Mamata Banerjee is the only person responsible for the horrendous state of women in Bengal, and why it's time for the nation to stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, you all still remember the RG Kaur rape and murder case, in which all attempts were allegedly made to disrupt the crime scene. How the allegedly Trinamool Congress-linked controversial principal Sandeep Ghosh was conveniently reappointed at the Calcutta National Medical College mere hours after he was suspended for breaking all protocol, not calling the police on time, floating a false suicide theory for Abhaya, and all other possible allegations for which he is still awaiting justice. Ask yourself tonight, who empowered Sandeep Ghosh with so much job security that he tried his best to suspend the Abhaya case without a logical conclusion? And while you do, ask yourself this too. Who shielded Shah Jahan Sheikh if not Mamata Banerjee? The mastermind of the crimes against women in Sandeshkhali for 55 days, who supported him? Mamata Banerjee supported him. Mamata Banerjee supports these kind of people. She even supports these kind of people in the assembly, because all that ever mattered, matters or will matter to Mamata Banerjee is clinging on to the chair. Even if the people around her are now described as mafia, she doesn't mind as long as she's sitting in the Chief Minister's chair. Who empowered Kunal Ghosh to brazenly demand proof of mass rapes from traumatized survivors of Sandeshkhali when he staunchly stood in defense of the accused Shah Jahan Sheikh? Is it not true that in Sandeshkhali, the Trinamool's goons unleashed terror, ransacked the homes of brave women who dared to speak out? Who empowered these people to carry out the horrific saga of sexual assault, land grab, and political thuggery in Sandeshkhali? You know today, when people are doing debates on why Kalyan Banerjee of the Trinamool Congress said on the Calcutta case that what can be done if a friend rapes his friend? Mamata Banerjee's right-hand man says, what can be done if a friend rapes his friend? He has justified the rape in the South Calcutta Law College, but Mamata Banerjee does not have the guts or the spine to act against him. She's too weak today. She's too weak, and Abhishek Banerjee doesn't care. The question they should ask is, who empowered this man? Who empowered Madan Mitra? Who empowered Kalyan Banerjee? According to me, there is no way one can condemn Kalyan Banerjee and not Mamata Banerjee simultaneously. After all, he's only taking cue from his leader, who in 2022 dismissed a brutal rape and murder of a 14-year-old girl in Sandeshkhali as a love affair gone wrong. That is her mentality. She calls a rape victim someone who is suffering because she was in a love affair. When a party whose chief can trivialize a child's rape and murder, that's what Mamata Banerjee does. She trivializes the rape and murder of a child, of a minor. What can you expect from her lackeys, her minions, her chamchas? And this is equally true from Mamata's police. Have you all forgotten the 2013 Kamduni rape case when a 20-year-old college student was abducted, gang raped and murdered in Kamduni? Does this 12-year-old case sound similar to the Kolkata case of 2025? You know what happened in that case? The Calcutta High Court in 2023 reduced death penalties for 2 convicts, acquitted a third, and let 3 others walk away with a fine of 10,000 rupees. You know why? Because Mamata's administration failed to prove conspiracy or rule out reformation. This is not just a judicial failure. It is the collapse of the state's duty to protect India's daughters. And all of this is because of Mamata Banerjee. She's a disastrous chief minister, one of the most corrupt governments in the history of the country, completely and 100% communal in her politics, does vote bank politics, and attacks women, attacks rape victims, has destroyed the lives of women in Bengal, and then says, I want to be given awards because I've distributed some money from government schemes. What a terrible logic. This is a person, Mamata Banerjee, who in 2012 called a case where a 35-year-old widow was dragged from a train and gang raped at gunpoint in Kathua in front of her 11-year-old daughter as a Shahjano Ghatana, or a concocted incident. Ask her if she said it or not. She says these things. She speaks this kind of a language. You know what is worse? All the 5 accused were acquitted of rape due to botched medical evidence. They were instead convicted for robbery. Even the public prosecutor in the case resigned out of shame after the court blew the government's handling of the case to smithereens. But Mamata Banerjee does not care. She does not care about anyone. She's just got to stick on to her chair. Ladies and gentlemen, time and again the courts have said it, that Mamata's police, Mamata's government is an incompetent police, incompetent government. In the Birbhum gang rape case of 2014, when a 20-year-old girl was gang raped, Mamata's SIT made, quote-unquote, no effective contribution to the investigation. These are the words of the Calcutta High Court. And this happened despite a police station nearby. Officers arrived late while victims suffered, just like it did a decade later in the RG Kaur case. This is not negligence, ladies and gentlemen. Mamata has betrayed the people. Mamata has betrayed the women of Bengal. It is a complete betrayal, a shameless betrayal by Mamata Banerjee. And Mamata's Bengal has become a lawless jungle. And tonight, all of you must ask to your conscience, can you look away when this is happening in Bengal? This is a person who single-handedly has contributed to the destruction of any semblance of law and order in Bengal. Her attitude is dictatorial. Her government is corrupt. Cash is found in people's lockers. Women are being gang raped. But all she wants, somehow, as they say in Bangla, kichu kore, she wants to remain in the chair. Mamata Banerjee, your political legacy is going to be just one. You have been not a disaster. You have been not irresponsible. You have led to the destruction of any semblance of morals in politics. Ladies and gentlemen, let's debate.
We want justice. We demand justice. We demand.
Kolkata is seething with anger. An unextinguishable anger. Yet another one of Bengal's daughter has been exploited and brutalized. The city of joy has been awakened to fresh wounds of the horrific Law College gang rape, while it still bears the trauma of the RG rape and murder. At the forefront of this crime is 31-year-old Manojit Mishra, a history sheeter and the prime accused, a man who is politically backed.
साउथ कलकत्ता लॉ कॉलेज ये जो कस्बा में स्थित है उसमें एक बच्ची के साथ 19 इयर्स ओल्ड है, फर्स्ट ईयर की छात्रा है, उनके साथ बलात्कार हो गया। एक महिला मुख्यमंत्री के होने के बावजूद बार बार ऐसी घटनाएं घट रही है। बीच में बहुत सारी घटनाएं घटी महिलाओं की लांछनों का। मुख्यमंत्री जी हमारे यहाँ पे खुद गृह मंत्री है और उसके बावजूद एक महिला मुख्यमंत्री होने के बावजूद जिस तरीके की यहाँ पे महिलाओं के ऊपर अत्याचार हो रही है और ओवरऑल लॉ एंड ऑर्डर अगर बोले ऐसा लग रहा है कि नथिंग इज अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ सीएम।
He pulled an often used ploy to lure the survivor, then assault her and later threaten. The survivor's recollection of the 3-hour ordeal is chilling and gut-wrenching. Almost 5 days after the crime was reported, a crucial CCTV clip has laid bare the accused's plot. How she was stopped, how she was dragged, and how his co-conspirators turned deaf, blind and mute. And what is shocking is not only the political patronage, but how central investigation is being barred. A BJP fact-finding committee has conducted a spot review today while meeting with the Kolkata top cop.
हम लोग अभी आज हमारी टीम कलकत्ता के पुलिस कमिश्नर से मिली। कलकत्ता के पुलिस कमिश्नर मिलकर के उन्होंने अपने को बताया उन्होंने क्या क्या इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया है, किन किन लोगों का उसमें जो गिरफ्तारी हुई है। उन्होंने हम लोगों को ये अश्योर किया है कि इस केस के अंदर कठिनतम से अधिक सजा इस केस में दिलवाई जाएगी।
While police claims to now forensically examine Mishra's phone for more evidence, the atrocity has set a city erupt. For far too long, Bengal's women have walked in fear. Sandeshkhali, violence during elections, RG rape and murder, and now this. The Mamata Banerjee-led TMC government cannot let this pass. She must answer. They must act.
With me here in the studio is Charu Pragya, national spokesperson of the BJP, and we have Lalita Kumaramangalam, former chairperson of the National Commission for Women. Jyotsna Tirunagiri, TDP national spokesperson. I have Orko Nag, pro-TMC, Tausif, pro-TMC, and Akhil Swami, pro-Congress, anti-BJP. Now, okay. Tausif, now it's established that this person is a Trinamool Congress person, very close to Abhishek Banerjee, right? Holds a Trinamool Congress position. Charu, facts are very clear. Holds a Trinamool Congress position. National Commission of Women chief was not allowed to visit the site. the police has tried to manage this whole case in secrecy. I find this very much like the RG Kaur case, where there was a sense of secrecy. Tausif, the police, sought access to the college a day after the gang rape. The college principal said that the officers told him the visit should be very confidential. Why confidential? And then they told the staff not to inform the security guard, like the police is entering like thieves. The police are entering like thieves. 2 rooms were sealed on the ground floor. Why was the Bengal police trying to keep this case under wraps?
Serves the propaganda. You are under compulsion, Arnab, to speak the half-truth, to present the news in a way.
There is only truth in this case. A Trinamool Congress leader has carried out an act of rape. Or rather, should I say, another Trinamool Congress leader has carried out another act of rape.
Police arrested main accused within 12 hours. Kolkata police arrested even the college security guard within 24 hours.
10 years too late. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting, Arnab.
Yeah, go on.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
We'll have a versus.
1 second. When you say he was arrested in 10 hours, you mean to say he was arrested in 10 years and 10 hours? 10 years? Because he has been an accused for over 11 years with 5 FIRs to his name and not for petty crimes, for attempted murder, for stabbing, for extortion. And you have a pipeline and network that defends such people. Tausif, you need to stop. Tausif, you need to stop. Please answer me this.
Yes, Tausif, just you're getting a counter, so you better hear it. Tausif, thank you. Otherwise, I'm replacing you with Orko. Charu, go on. Charu, go on. Otherwise, I'm replacing. You're not going to listen to the other side. It doesn't work with me. Thank you.
Mamata Didi is writing her government's legacy. She's writing it in blood. And it is being written in women's blood. What Tausif says is an arrest. It is an arrest to show to the world. Because if it was an actual arrest, it would have happened 11 years ago. A man who's been a TMC leader, who's got 5 serious FIRs for stabbing, for extortion, for attempted murder, goes around, gets a job, hear this, again, with the influence of a TMC neta, an MLC, and the first thing he does, he premeditates and carries out an attack on a girl, a woman who's brutally raped. And Tausif is sitting here defending this and saying, "Wow, meri police ne arrest kar diya." Tausif, shame on you for doing this. Time and time you have done this. Time and time. Sandeshkhali, you pretended you couldn't hear the pain. RG Kaur, you pretended you couldn't see the blood. Today you sit here pretending you couldn't hear her screech. How many times must we let this pass? No, how many times, Tausif, you continue to speak and shout here?
Tausif,
just answer me this.
Tausif,
why was he not arrested 10 years ago?
Because Tausif is a remorseless man. Tausif is a shameless man. Tausif is a person, even when his party leaders are accused of rape, will continue to defend them. I don't know how Tausif sleeps at night. I don't know how he justifies his statements before his own family members. And therefore, my next question will go to Orko. And I'm on an open debate here. See, Charu, the only question to ask is it true or not that the rapist, who has had a history of sexual assault,
yes,
he's a sexual predator, is a Trinamool Congress leader? Because every time they say, no, he's not. Shah Jahan is not linked to us. He's linked to them. He's their man. And show the picture with Abhishek Banerjee. Orko, very close to Abhishek Banerjee. Abhishek Banerjee, source of power. Manojit Mishra, recipient of power. Right?
Also,
and
Manojit Mishra,
Arnab, please.
also is a celebrated student
No, Arko, let her
leader.
finish.
Celebrated student leader of your party. So much so that even after he's got nothing to do with the law college, your TMC MLA calls and ensures that rules are bent to hire him. Do you know that? Rules were bent. The number of people which were allowed to be hired, all of that was changed. Scrapped. You know why? Because this person who's accused of sexual harassment, of attempted murder, of extortion regularly, systemically, has been given another position of power. And the first thing he's done with this power is rape this girl. He's actually used the college system, the guard included, to make sure this could be carried out. There's evidence on CCTV, and Tausif jumps and says, 10 घंटे में arrest कर लिया, 11 साल में तो आप arrest कर नहीं पाए. Did you not see the plight of all those other people who've been harassed, troubled, nearly killed by this man? And today, because of the media glare, Arnab, because you're conducting a debate, he says we arrested him. Wow.
You know, the fundamental here is this. I want Arko to acknowledge on television that he is Abhishek Banerjee's protege. Let's ask the main question. Mamata Banerjee's nephew, Lalita Kumaramangalam, is his political godfather. And they don't want to say that the person whose political godfather is the nephew of the chief minister has carried out an act of rape. What emboldens him? What emboldens him to rape a young girl in a law college campus? What gives him the power? You just answer one. Don't give me a speech. I am in no mood to listen to a speech. I want you to be a logical man and debate with Lalita. What gives this man, the rapist, the power to almost control the whole campus, lock the doors, right? And Bollywood C-grade film villain style rape this girl while getting the guards, security, everyone to prepare the ground for his rape. So he says to everyone, I'm going to rape this girl, lock the door. I'm going to rape this girl, seal the college. And then he rapes the girl. You have to admit the source of his power is Abhishek Banerjee.
Arnab,
Is the source of his power Abhishek Banerjee? Has Abhishek Banerjee been instrumental in promoting him or not? Yes or no?
No.
Then how has he become, how has he been promoted? How has he been promoted? Abhishek Banerjee has not made him. Is he or is he not? 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute. Is he a protege of Abhishek Banerjee or not? Show the pictures.
The word protege of Abhishek Banerjee is too big.
Oh, too big.
You can show only
Lalita.
one picture 20 times, but that will not make him the protege. But I must tell you, I must admit something.
Has he described himself on social media as the former unit head of the Trinamool Chhatra Parishad? Are you ashamed of what your party people are doing or not? Are you proud of it?
Admit. I must tell you something very clearly, that police made a mistake. I am admitting it.
What mistake?
Police should have shot him down and encountered him. That is the best possible thing should have been done. That would have been the best example. That is the best example which is being set. But once again, if Manojit Mishra, who is a Trinamool Congressman, will be given the highest punishment available to make it exemplified that you can be from the ruling party, but if you are beyond the line,
you're not going to do that. That the court will do.
And
so
that
don't
is
try
what
and take it into
stands
take
for.
the credit for
It
yourself.
is not Gujarat that the government promotes riots. It is Bengal, where if you are from the ruling party, you will be imprisoned and you will have to pay the price.
Bengal has never had riots, right?
Where riots
Where is
Mamata
Mamata Banerjee, by the way? I haven't seen her.
Half Bengali. I spent so
Lalita
many
Kumaramangalam
summers
would like to
Calcutta,
counter. Lalita,
Kolkata, in the houses of my mamas. This is not the Kolkata that I grew up in. My mother was a Bengali. My mother's aunt was the famous lady Geeta Mukherjee. Those were politicians. Today what you have in Bengal is just a rowdy army of criminals. And don't give us this nonsense about Abhishek Banerjee not supporting this dirty filth who has raped this young girl remorselessly, ruthlessly. Where are women safe in Bengal? When I was a child, I used to roam there buying mishti doi, etc. Belgachiate, Goa Bagane, Abhi Shop Jaiga Akla Ghurechi. Nothing ever happened. Today, see what's happening. In a law college, in a medical college, in a hospital, girls are being raped, and people like you are cheap enough, shameless enough, and forsaken enough to claim that, oh, we will punish them. You're not going to punish them. The court is going to do it. You would protect them as much as you can, which is what you're doing now.
What profession you come from?
I'm not speaking as a politician today. I'm talking as a woman who's terrified, who's outraged, and who's disgusted.
No, you cannot shift sides. Either you are a politician or you are a woman. You will not shift sides.
I am not switching sides.
You are just coming.
Why can't I be?
What was that comment? 1 minute. What he said was, either you're a politician or you're a woman. In other words, he's trying to say if you're a woman, you cannot be a politician. And if you're a politician, you cannot be a woman. It is the most misogynistic, sexist remark I've heard so far, but no surprises because it comes from a Trinamool man.
Own will and whims, Arnab. You have understood it very clearly.
No, how dare you say you're either a
cannot
politician
choose
or a woman.
sides whenever you want. Once
No,
you are a
viewers, I
politician,
think I'll have to open the
another
lines.
time you
The
are a
Trinamool
woman.
Congress
If
leader
you
has
are
said
speaking
that
first,
either you're a politician or you're a woman. What is Mamata Banerjee, a politician or a woman or both?
Exactly. How can women be safe
What is
in
Mamata
Bengal?
Banerjee?
You want to speak, you
Say
speak
this,
your heart.
whatever you've
You
said
speak
right
your
now, say it
mind.
before Mamata Banerjee, that either you're a politician or a woman. You have the guts to say that?
You say that I am a human being.
Why did
and
you
I
say you're
believe
either a
this
politician
and
or a
I don't
woman?
believe that. That is it. You do not
Slanderous
play.
conversation.
You do not play your gender card here.
Now, don't
He's playing a
change
gender
what you
card.
said.
So women who are saying they've been raped
Madam,
are playing a gender
Part
card.
of the country people have recognized you as a politician.
That's a gender card.
Which part of the country
What is
people
your
have
fellow?
recognized you
What
to
is
be a
your
politician?
fellow? The one
I want
who
to
raped
know
a woman. That's not
Lalita.
a gender card. A man rapes a woman. What is it about? Taking a dog for a walk? What are you talking about?
Then talk. Then say
What
that you are
else is CM?
condemning.
Is she a
you are
woman or a
talking about it
politician?
as a human being. Why are you bringing on that you are a politician or?
I said I'm condemning it as a woman. I am a woman. Who are you to tell me how I am to
What did
condemn
you
it?
mean, Orko? You have said, and I'm going to open the lines now. Just kindly keep your mouth shut for a minute, Orko. 1 second. Charu, we all heard him say only one thing, Jyotsna. He said, if a woman accuses anyone of rape, she's playing a gender card. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm opening the lines on it till Orko does not apologize tonight. So the women of Sandeshkhali were playing a gender card against... Keep quiet. The women of Sandeshkhali were playing the gender card against Shah Jahan. Now I understand your mentality. Your dirty mentality, I understand it now.
False news.
You said a woman who is accusing someone of rape or complaining about it is playing the gender card.
People understand that you are lying on camera.
No, but you said it. You are either a politician or a woman, or someone talking about rape is playing a gender card. No wonder your leader Mamata Banerjee speaks the same language.
Make
Arnabji, can I come in, please?
Jyotsna is on.
Arnabji, one second, sir. 1 second, you need to hold on now because you need to listen. Women are very strong in politics. Women are the most strongest politicians. And you should acknowledge that and you should understand that. Now, sir, Arnabji, do you really feel it's a surprise coming from a party which said when women were raped in Bengal, they said they are BJP workers, they are not women? Do you really feel surprised? I'm sorry, Arnabji.
Within this.
And now, the people of Bengal are literally asking a simple question to TMC that when will you stop protecting criminals and start protecting women? That's their question. Arnabji, that's the question from the women of Bengal saying that stop protecting the criminals and start protecting us. Give utmost importance and priority to women's safety. That's what they're asking. Now, NCRB 2022 report. Arnabji, I'm talking numbers, I'm talking facts. It calls West Bengal as the top 3 amongst the entire country. That's the top 3 state in terms of crimes against women. I'm talking numbers. Now, between 2014 to 2023, West Bengal consistently topped the list of states for explosive seizures. It's again NCRB data. Why? My question is why? Isn't there any regard to women's safety? Because Arnabji, I sat in your debate itself about the women of Bengal when they were questioned that you are the people, you are BJP workers. So that's the reason there's no matter even if you are raped. And these are the same people, this is the same party which trivialized the RG case, which trivialized the case of a girl being raped now. And it is nothing new to them, I'm sorry to say. And again, Arnabji, I'll come to a point. There are incidents happening in other states. Sir, 1 second. There are incidents happening in other states.
To court challenging the CBI investigation. What was the CBI doing?
What are you doing?
No. What he said today. One minute. Orko, before you speak, answer my question. 1 minute. Can I be put on the left-hand side for a moment, please, on this verses? Now you listen to me, Orko. Jyotsna ji, just 1 minute. Today, he has spoken about women pulling a gender card. Right?
Ridiculous.
Women pulling a gender card, okay? Then he said you're either a woman or a politician. Go say that before Mamata Banerjee. That Mamata Banerjee, I'm saying you're either a woman or a politician. Then you're saying you're playing the gender card. You see, there is this man called Kunal Ghosh in the Trinamool Congress, keeps changing his side, has no consistency, just an absolute opportunist. He demanded proof of the rape from the traumatized survivors of Sandeshkhali. Same language, are you noticing? Charu, same language that is spoken by Orko when he says you're playing the gender. A woman accusing anyone of rape is automatically assumed by the Trinamool Congress to be lying. In other words, the Trinamool Congress is showing all the symptoms. Charu, please be quiet when I'm speaking and don't speak over me. Automatically, by default, you are for the rapist and anti the victim. This is what your politics will be. You are for rapists.
Thank you for
you are
pointing that out.
pro-rapist and anti-victim as a party. As a thinking, as a mentality, you are pro-rapist. You want me to say it again? You are pro-rapist in your approach. You are pro-Shah Jahan. You are the ones who have given a sense of power to this rapist monarchy. You are the ones who tried to cover up the RG Kaur case. You promised Mamati Manush. You promised Mamati Manush. You've destroyed the culture of Bengal. But the people of Bengal are going to rise against you. If I open the lines, I hope people would speak up to me on the program. Charu.
People are already rising up against them because here the accused...
Will you stop speaking over everyone? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, because you have politically protected the accused. You have institutionally empowered the accused. And Mamata Banerjee has not simply failed this girl. She has enabled an entire environment that destroyed her and hundreds of others like her. You are a part of that system. Do not forget it. Because every time something happens, you all turn a deaf ear. You close your eyes. You stand there. So I'm sorry. Simply saying Mamata Banerjee failed the women of West Bengal is also not enough. You are the enabler of the ecosystem which makes all these accused people, rapists and murderers, think it's absolutely okay to behave like this because sarkar hai na bachane ke liye. सरकार है ना बचाने के लिए.
In the AC, the Mamata Banerjee teaches her people how to respond in acts of rape. Tausif will remember in the Hashkali.
Under the watchful eye of a CCTV. Yeah. Imagine under a CCTV they had this audacity.
No, because they
what
believe
are they doing in villages of West Bengal?
They believe
all the hundreds of stories which they bury every day. I shudder to imagine.
They believe that the government is on their side. First point. Okay, and the second point, very important, is Mamata Banerjee said, Orko, can you listen for a while and keep quiet, please? Anyway, I'm going to open the phone lines, viewers. He said, by the way, that women who are accusing anyone of rape are playing the gender card. In the Hanshkali case, a 14-year-old girl was raped. A 14-year-old girl was raped in Hanshkali. Mamata Banerjee's response, Tausif, this is a love affair gone wrong. Sounds exceptionally similar to what Kalyan Banerjee said. What can be done if a friend rapes a friend? Absolutely similar to the mentality of Mulayam Singh Yadav. Ladke hai, galti ho jati hai. You've taken a pro-rapist line. Now tell me, when you take a pro-rapist line, are you hearing me? I want to say it louder so that it hits you hard. When your party leaders take a pro-rapist line, Kalyan Banerjee supported the rapist. Mamata Banerjee in the Hashkali case supported the rapist. Don't mute yourself. Though you should be muting yourself because it's difficult to hear your lack of logic sometimes. But Mamata Banerjee said the 14-year-old girl's rape was a case of a love story, love affair gone wrong. Did she say that or not? Did she say it or not, Tausif? Still thinking? He can hear, but he's choosing not to hear. She said that. Orko, don't look down. Don't look down, Orko. You know she said that. The Chief Minister said, 14-year-old girl raped, not a big deal.
Yes. Why
it's a love affair gone wrong. Explain to me her mentality when she talks like this. What a dirty mentality that is. What is that mentality when you say a 14-year-old girl being raped is a love affair gone wrong? Explain it to me.
Banerjee said it is not possible to post police officers in every educational institutions. And one more thing, be very clear that it is the Kolkata police which has taken custody of the culprits. Even if the investigation goes to the CBI, the culprits will be the happiest people.
Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed after volume down. Viewers, if you're listening to this debate, I want to say something to you and to the people of Bengal. Nothing. Volume down, please. I'm saying something. Nothing has changed after RG Kaur. This party and this government has been too used to manipulating the media. Till Republic Bangla was launched, nobody openly challenged them and exposed their cattle smuggling, their corruption, their nepotism, their teacher scam, SSC teacher scam. They're a scam government, right, which is pro-rapist, anti-victims of rape, where a chief minister says a 14-year-old girl's rape is a love affair gone wrong. And where people like Tausif and Orko shamelessly come and defend them. What do you get, Orko? Some cases? Do you also appear for the state government for financial benefit? That's why you'll speak for them.
Kuldeep Sangar. You defended Kuldeep Sangar.
No, I did not. And gang rape in Kamduni, by the way, the gang rape in Kamduni, the Calcutta High Court in 2023 reduced death penalties for 2 victims to only life imprisonment. Why? Because Mamata Banerjee failed to prove conspiracy. Why did your administration fail to prove conspiracy? Why did, when a 35-year-old woman was dragged from a train and gang raped, her 11-year-old daughter is a helpless witness. Mamata Banerjee, you know what she called it? You know what she called it? She called it, Lalita Kumara Mangalam, she called it Shahjano Ghatana. She says that the 35-year-old woman is lying and her 11-year-old daughter is lying. She says it's a concocted incident. She said that. That is Mamata Banerjee's mentality.
Government is easily the most
that is a mentality.
and deadly government for women.
You'll realize when you lose power.
Literally deadly.
Yeah, Lalita.
You are against the dictate you have, against the instructions you have. Arnab, Kartik,
No, you have a member of the party openly on national television asking me that you have to be either a woman or a politician. How do you expect women to be safe in a state?
On the right.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Giving garland.
Yeah, he said it and he's
on the
refusing
right.
to accept that he said it. He says we are lying after having said it on national television. Ask him to go and say this.
No, I am repeating.
I'm sorry to be a little crude, but that's the truth.
Either
you know,
as a politician.
Yeah, of course. Yes. Go on. Apni giye apna didi ke bolun na.
Do not try
You
to
have to
play
be either a
cards.
woman or a politician.
You are here to misguide and mislead people. দিদিকে গিয়ে কিচ্ছু বলার দরকার নেই আপনি যতবার মুখ খুলবেন ততবার বাংলার মানুষ দিদিকে ভোট দেবে আপনার মতো লোকেদের দেখে
বাংলার মানুষ you are just an appeasement politics man about to lose his job. Stop wagging your finger. Stop wagging your finger. I know you are with the Trinamool Congress hoping that they will give you a government position. Before you get a government position, the government will be out. You've not got anything, Orko. এতদিন ওদের চামচাগিরি করে কিছু পাওনি আজ অবধি আজ অবধি কিছু পেলে না তুমি
There will
Thank
be
you.
a new channel in Bengal.
Yeah, anyway, listen, our channel is the most watched. You go to the min channels and tell people are ashamed of what you're saying. You have said today, you can either be a woman or a politician.
His leaders plank
for
Her main plank to contest an election is the fact that she's a woman. Do you not know anything about Mamata Banerjee? Do you know nothing? Her main plank is that she's a woman. She's a woman who's become the destroyer of other women in the state. Rape is bad enough. You have become the political party which empowers the rapist. Time and time again. RG Kaur, they did the same thing. No,
she
accused was got back.
She supported Shah Jahan because she wanted the Muslim vote. She wanted the Muslim vote, so she supported Shah Jahan.
After RG Kaur, they didn't even report it. That is how bad they were. The parents of the victim were not even involved. They were not informed. Their daughter's body was cremated before they came to know anything. You're doing the same thing here. You call it rumors, you call it hearsay, you take no action. This has to stop.
Yeah, Akhil wants to say something finally.
Akhil
has woken up. Akhil has woken up. Go on, say it. Nobody's stopping you.
देखिए अन्ना जी, मेरे ख्याल से आपको एंकरिंग छोड़ देनी चाहिए और रिपब्लिक
अच्छा, अभी
टीवी को
आपको
बंद
तो
कर
आई
देना।
वोंट वेस्ट अ सिंगल मोमेंट विद यू बिकॉज़ आपका दिमाग कंप्लीटली खराब हो चुका है। यू सी, यू शुड बी एबल टू डिबेट प्रॉपर्ली।
Empowering the rapist all together in one voice. Every panelist on your show today, Arnab, should have said that this has to stop. How was a person accused of rape given a job in an education institution? Who signed his application? Who signed his appointment letter? Who did that sifarish wala phone call? Explain that. Who made that phone call that got him a job out of line? You did. You did. He was accused. He was accused of sexual harassment. You enabled him to destroy another girl's life. Are you aware of that?
Everybody should boycott Republic TV.
अच्छा, तो आप क्यों आ रहे हैं? आप जाइए ना, गो अवे। नो, हु इज टेलिंग यू टू बी देयर? यू गो अवे। आपको कौन रोक रहा है?
क्यों म्यूट नहीं किया?
आप बैठे हुए क्यों हैं? आप पहले इनको ये औरत बोलना बंद करिए।
नहीं, ठीक है,
आपके उम्र के लिहाज करते मैं कुछ नहीं बोल रहा। ये औरत व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ये औरत?
जब
मैंने आपको बोला व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ये औरत? मिसोजिनिस्ट, सेक्सिस्ट, misogynist, sexist man. Keep quiet. Reduce his volume. Tell him to be quiet. How can you talk like that? ये औरत. What a misogynist. I don't know which education institution he teaches
it. It is this mindset that makes them dismiss all these rape cases one after the other. One after the other, क्योंकि attitude यही है. एटीट्यूड यही है, ये औरत बोल रही है, औरत पॉलिटिशियन नहीं हो सकती है, एम्पावरमेंट की बात तो बहुत दूर है।
I want to just ask, just 1 minute. The point is, and you see, Tausif should not be a coward, so he's a coward, so he keeps speaking. If he was not a coward, he would answer my question. Tausif, just answer the question. Did Mamata Banerjee protect and shield Shahjahan Sheikh, including in the assembly, for 55 days before he was arrested? I can't hear you. Can you just unmute yourself? I have not muted you.
Arnab, you are not a coward. You must also answer the question.
No, but you have to answer this question. You can't run away from it.
Do you have anything to say against Kartik Maharaj? So far, Mamata Banerjee's stand is
again avoiding the question. So I'll go to Orko. Orko. Who is Orko? My second question is another Trinamool Congress leader called Shibu Hazra involved in the Sandeshkhali rape? Was he involved? Name.
No, Arnab, I will ask you a question. Whether a charge sheet has been filed.
Why don't you want to answer a single question?
Or not? Why did the CBI did not file the charge sheet? The CBI could have filed the charge sheet. Why did the CBI take money from?
I am surprised at your illiteracy. At your illiteracy as a lawyer, charge sheets are filed when investigations are done. Where did you do your LLB, man?
Arnab, I must tell you.
You know nothing. Mamata Banerjee has failed the people of Bengal. But anyway, you said today women pull out the gender card. You said today women who are accusing others of rape are pulling out the gender card. Jyotsna is there. You explain to her what you meant by this.
Your words help Mamata Banerjee and Trinamool Congress to stay
I don't care about you. Who helps who?
Your support to Mamata Banerjee.
If you believe that supporting rapists is a way to get to power, best of luck to you. You are basically making your informal manifesto clear before us when you say we will continue to shield rapists, irrespective of people like it or not. Meenakshi Lekhi is with us right now. She's been part of the fact-finding committee in the Kolkata gang rape case. Meenakshi ji, thank you. I know you're at the airport. You have limited time. But can you tell us whether you believe there has been political involvement behind this incident? Was the main accused someone who was getting political
100%.
patronage?
Absolutely, it's a clear case of political patronage. In fact, there is a pattern. And that pattern is that there is criminalization of politics and all these criminals are being protected and get the political patronage, and I'll tell you how. In this case, this man is found to be involved in 4 existing cases, like these are registered cases. So what happens is, if a state government or state aided, any college needs to appoint any regular person on any job for any financial benefit, you need to get a police clearance report, police verification report.
True.
And if you take out an advertisement in the newspaper and police has to verify these people, if this was the case, this person's cases would have come out and he could not have gotten appointed. But what is the pattern? The pattern is that in all these aided institutions, they have generated something called SSDT, where they give the appointment. Irregular appointments are regularized. And through this process, without going into the details, people get the money and they get paid by the organization, in this case the college. In RG Kar's case, again the college. As a volunteer, the person was kept as an, you get some emoluments and you get access. So what has happened is there is a general body which controls this college. General body, a governing body, sorry, not general body but governing body. Governing body is chaired by an MLA called Mr. Ashok Deb, who's a sitting MLA of TMC, and he's a chairperson of 9 other colleges. And he becomes the appointing authority, and through him the governing body acts. So this man, who could not have gotten any appointment anywhere because of his criminal track record, gets appointed as a staff member even on ad hoc basis, because for regular basis they have to take out an advertisement and do something. On ad hoc appointment he gets 500 rupees as a sitting fee for every day. And in addition, he gets access to the law college. So, flouting the law, both in terms of his appointment and maybe even in terms of admissions. So, it's a racket. And this racket, I'm sure, is prevalent because this very gentleman we've come to know is a chairperson of 9 such colleges. So, I'm sure a similar process is what one can see even in RG Kar's case. We saw that this volunteer got access to the hospital and also the medical college by virtue of being a TMC member. So what they are doing in essence is that criminals get to be part of the political party and political system. In return, political system provides them the patronage by giving them assignments and appointments to educational institutions, thanas and other places, and through their access they control the system. This is precisely what is going on, and this is exactly the case what is happening. So regular people who need employment, who need staff appointments, who need regularization of processes, all those things are flouted from beginning till the end, and in turn criminals get to be appointed in these colleges and educational institutions.
So just one quick point. So are you saying that this man, Monajit Mishra, is a Trinamool Congress, a political appointee, is effectively like a Mamata Banerjee's party's appointee to that college, and hence the party is also accountable?
Everybody in the system is accountable. So I am giving you without giving the exact details, but I'm just telling you the flow chart. I'm telling you the process. Of course, the documents, etc.
I have a document. I have a document with me, Meenakshi Lekhi. I have a document with me,
Listen,
which
I
is
can't access. Arnabji, just bear up with me. Please bear up with me. I can't see the document, so I'm unable to.
But
comment.
I can talk about it for a minute. I take responsibility for it. The document I have is signed by Ashok Kumar Deb, President of the college, and co-signed by Dr. Nayana Chatterjee, Vice Principal, and it mentions 3 people appointed by a resolution, and number 2 is a person called Monajit Mishra, and they've said the governing body has directed to the Vice Principal to issue the appointment letter. So I have this appointment letter as per relevant resolution. Does this make the state government complicit?
I'll tell you something. Why I'm not making a comment, there is a reason, because there is a deeper investigation which needs to be done. How much of Naina, a lady who's the vice principal, is involved or not, for me, it's not for me to comment. What we have to see, the signing authority under whose directions are given to the vice principal. As per her, she is not a partner in the crime, but she has been asked to do certain things and she has done those things. It is a matter of further investigation whether she opted to do those things volitionally or she was coerced into doing. That's why I'm restraining myself from answering those questions, not getting into it, and I'm restricting myself to the role of Ashok Deb, who is a sitting MLA and is a chairman of 9 such colleges. Now, in a regular course, if there are some vacancies, you have to take out an advertisement. Based on the advertisement, you seek people to come forward for assignment. You do police verification, and only then appointment happens. Where state is sponsoring education by virtue of funding the teachers' fees, etc., management and all that. Now, it is partially done by the state government and completely done by the state government, but they still call it an aided college by virtue of assigning this this governing body, which becomes a stepping stone for party members to get an appointment. So this is a charade which is being played. Ideally, if there is a state appointment, state has to take out the advertisement, and rightfully people who are meritorious should get appointed. In this case, a person who has 4 registered cases against himself manages to get in. How did he get in, and how does he misuse his access to the college by exploiting youngsters? So that is where I am resting my case. I'm not crossing that line where further investigation and deeper details will come forward.
Okay. Meenakshi Lekhi, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me. Meenakshi Lekhi on her way to the airport. She was part of the fact-finding committee out there. Diksha from Bengaluru is calling. We're going to open up to calls now. Diksha.
Hi, Arnab.
Hi, Diksha.
First of all, thank you. First of all, I would like to say thank you for choosing such a relevant and powerful topic for this debate. I definitely would like to share my opinion on behalf of every woman, like all the women across this nation. What happened in South Calcutta Law College is not just a singular crime. It's a systemic failure, I would say. A young law student was allegedly gang raped on campus, and instead of swift justice, what exactly we are seeing is disturbing signs of political protection, and that too for the accused. When those in power, if they are prioritizing the allegiance over the accountability, they don't just betray one survivor. I would like to say they are eroding the public faith in justice itself. So, but it is also, Diksha, further, you've seen the way Arco spoke today. I think it's so regrettable. We want to give him one more chance to apologize for that. He said, you're either a woman or you're in politics. I think it was a despicable comment, Charu, right? And then he followed it up by saying women who are accusing people of rape like this are playing the gender card. He said that directly to Lalita Kumaramangalam.
Arnab, in last 6 months alone, I have noted down nearly 200 cases of violence against women emerging from West Bengal alone. 200 cases. Most of them go unreported because of this particular mindset. West Bengal leads in acid attacks. Do you know that? West Bengal leads in violent crimes against women. Leads in political crimes against women. That is at another level altogether. They justify it. If you are connected to the TMC, you get a license to be a gunda.
I'll take one more caller right now. Abhishek from Kolkata. Abhishek.
Yeah, hi Arnab, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
And good evening to the 3 eminent distinguished women panelists today. I don't feel like wishing the 2 Trinamool representatives on the panel because they don't deserve any respect at all. And if you look at the pattern within Trinamool, whether it is Shah Jahan, Sandeep Ghosh, or this Mr. Manojit Mishra, they have climbed up the ladder of success so fast that it cannot happen without the patronage of somebody higher up in the party.
Absolutely.
Whether it is the Bhaipo or any other minister or anybody else. And if you look at the mindset of the Trinamool leaders, you look at Mr. Madan Mitra, you look at the kind of reels he puts up on social media, whereby he is comparing young girls to a kochi fruit and insulting them. This is the kind of message that a senior leader
that is their mentality. That is their mentality. It will stay till they are kicked out of power. I thank you very much, Orko, for joining us, though you didn't apologize. Jyotsna and Lalita ji and Charu, of course. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, at 9 o'clock this evening, the Indie bloc is back at its Sanatan slandering campaign. This time, it's Akhilesh and Tejasvi together at the forefront of this, abusing Sanatan, defending the Waqf. In a few minutes.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDA चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDA चटनी पुदीना मसाला।